is everyone doing? Baby, I got it. What you need, you know I got it. I want to say thank you at this time to all of the new subscribers to the channel. Do you hear what we starting off with? This is the channel song for today. Somebody said they need some respect because they're not going to do you wrong while you're down. Yes, you got to know that. But let me let Mama Aretha tell it to you a little bit better than what I can. Come on in and have a good time. All right? Feeling cozy and warm. Respect is what you're going to get when you get home. Why? Because you've been gone all day and they just can't wait till you get home. It sounds like we got a housewife and a making a homemaker, right? You're possibly already there. Yeah, and you talking to him. All right, so that's the channel message for today. We're going to put it on pause right there. Thank you all for coming in, tuning into our channel. When you do get this message, salutations to you and however you say your salutations. And just know that we are all one because we got that message on the day before yesterday, which was the 9th of December. And it gave us some clarity on some things that we needed to know with our spiritual guidance and the manifestations that's going on. Oh my God, it's some beautiful new beginnings happening that we got from that read on the night that gave us a 397 union and separation, giving us the ideas about what it is that we need to continue on doing and the things that we need to separate from, right? We all know when something is going wrong. We all can feel it. We all have the same capabilities of going forward or being stuck behind, but we don't want to get stuck behind. So with the forward emotion of today, we're going to think about what it is that we're stacking on, right? See, we got this here going on, but we thinking about this is what was given to me. What we're thinking about is what is coming down from the divine to us in this singular form. We got 8 digits going across the top right here, and that signifies that 8, which is in balance and unity. We got infinite powers that's inside of us because no one can actually put a date on it when human existence came into this reality, right? So we know that we're ancient beings, we're ancient spiritual beings at that. In the thought of what it is that came to me this morning about me telling my daughter, since the time that she was able to understand what it means to be in her own body, and when she started to be able to do things for herself, right? To take care of your body. You only have this one body in this lifetime. So the you is the I only have one body, but we coming on to the thought of the big eye versus the little eyes, or the big eye with the little U's. But the I that have a body is from the I within I, right? Because that spirit or that soul is what has the body. So that's why we can say I have a body. It don't say my body. We don't say my body has me, right? but I have a body. So that one that you have is very necessary for you to take care of that one body. I'm getting kind of cozy because it is getting colder here in the south, and I'm like, oh, maybe we may have a snow winter for Christmas. I don't know. Seem like it might be in the making. It kind of feel like it. It very seldomly happen, but it does. To get back on what it is that's in the building, with that 8 being on top, stacking off of that 8, breaking it down to a 3-digit form. Then we go to the 2 and then a 1, right? It's 327 for the angel number message that we're getting into today. We will be getting with the meaning of that. And then the breakdown of 327 gives us a total 12, which is also resonating back at the top where we start off on that left side with the 12th month being December. And then we're going to go into the 3, right? Because the 12 makes a 3, which also brings us to what it is that we're totaling in all of the 8 digits that are given to us. The 8 digits that's given to us at the top: 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. Well, let's do that over. We got 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 0, 2, 3. Let me do that one more time because we may have some people who are hearing impaired, and we got to give reverence to everyone with their abilities or incapabilities, because we don't want to say that it's disabilities when we have a transformed way of relating or speaking. And sometimes we don't even have to open up our mouths, it could just be with the eyes, or some people may be very much so telepathic, right? So we got the 1 for December the 12th. We got the 2 that goes with that. And then we have a 1 for the day and another 1 for the day. So that's 1, 2, 1, 1. And then we got the year 2023. Okay. And then it goes into the 3, 2, and then we have the 7, which bring us back to the 1 and the 2, which is the 12, which bring us back to the 3. Okay, so the 8 and the 3, which is the capsation on what we're building. We got to look at it right here. 8, 9, 10, 11, which is the day. So we're going to go with, we are in synchronization with what it is that's going on for today, baby. Yes, come on, Most High, come through. Come through, right? Even though we know there's a sequence of numbers that are always um repeating themselves: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, with the 0. Numbers are also infinite, right? When we get into calculations regarding what we're experiencing in this life. So we know that we got the angel number 327. We're also going to work with the angel number 12. We're looking at the angel number 3, and then with the representation of what it is that we're building off of on high from low is the number 8. So we're going to start where it is a symbol of balance, abundance, success, and karma. It can indicate that you have infinite love, energy, wisdom, and that you are confident, decisive, and efficient. It also reminds you that you will receive what you give. So we're dealing with that karma, right? Because what goes around comes around. You see how that eight goes. But that space in the middle is what gives us a little bit of a leeway when it makes that conjunction. When we're dealing with the 8, you can also think about 2 zeros coming together. You see? Do you see? It could be the goggles, right? Through the lens of what it is that we're seeing when we're looking at balance, abundance, success, and also karma. We're dealing with infinite love energy. All of those things is dealing with the number 8 and infinity. And like I spoke before we got to these numbers on the breakdown, we're dealing with an infinite energy that we are, right? So let's get on to the next thing. As well as respect being the channel message for today, that is what we want to give, because what you give is what you get back. Someone ought to be grateful for being in every bit of the essence of a respect giver, because that's definitely what you're going to get back. And if you had not gotten that and you are a giver of the respect, oh, trust me, it is coming back for you, because everything is, let me cut the light on. Everything is in order of how it should be. You see me better now? All right, so let's continue on. Let's continue on. All right, all right, all right. The respect, RESPECT. Somebody say, put it on my name. Somebody say, oh, no more disrespect will I take. I'm hearing that. And the disrespect that they have been taken, they're not going to be giving it back in that same manner. But those who have dished out that disrespect, I'm pretty sure the reason why they're capable of doing that is because they have been disrespected. And maybe they have disrespected themselves, their tradition, their mother, their father, their children, or maybe they just plain out disrespectful altogether and no one receives that from them. Hopefully they can be healed so they won't be able to disrespect themselves, their family, their traditions, or not any longer. All right, their family. Did I say that? Their children, their spouses. Okay, so let's get back to the respect. Let's see what the etymology is of that. We're going to go with the definition first, and then we'll do the etymology. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Respect, a feeling of deep admiration for someone or something elected by their abilities, their qualities. Hey, TJ, how you doing? Qualities or achievements. All right. So, what were we talking about when we were giving the numbers for today? Right? Is about those different types of abilities and the qualities. We're not focusing on disabilities, because we have people who are hearing impaired and they may be sight impaired, right? But that is another ability that is given to them to be able to communicate through language, signs and symbols, sign language. Oh, thank you. Okay, so we're going to go into the second definition of respect: due regard for the feelings, wishes, rights, or traditions of others. What was I just saying? See, what it is that I allow the Most High to do inside of me is to be synchronized with the divine, with the Most High. Everything that is out there that we have put in the airways from the knowledge, right? Because we got to remember what I was just talking about, the 8 being the lens, that Google lens, that goggle lens, right? What gives us the capability to see everything has been put into Google or wherever searches, which is the magnifying glass. You got to think about it. This was the first seer. This is what you used to look beyond, other than inside of your mind, right? To focus. Why? Because it shields you from the angulation of the sunlight coming in, right? So that's what we use first. But then we looking at it in the symbology, because all the symbols that we make comes from what it is that we as a body create. The symbols did not create us. We created them. They did not use us. We used them first. Now, to reflect on what it is with the second definition, due regard for the feelings, wishes, rights, or traditions of others. This is what I was talking about when I was speaking of the disrespect. Someone has been in that regard to disregard the feelings, wishes, rights, and traditions of others. And when we think about the connotation that that can bring, it is a word called ethnocentrism, right? Go in depth with yourself with that particular word for today. A particular aspect, point, or detail is the third definition on the word respect. To use it as a verb is of something or someone deeply as a result of abilities, qualities, and achievements. She was respected by everyone she worked with. Kudos to her. All right, so we got to the definition, but the etymology is going to give us the aspects of where this word resonates from, its origins, right? And that's what we all want to know. This is a Latin word. The word respect comes from the Latin word respectus. The noun, the noun, not noun, the noun, right? When we're articulating these words. Noun form of the word is reflected in Latin as respectus. Respectus, coming from the verb respectere, meaning to consider or pay attention to one's surroundings. The word is composed by the prefix re for reiteration or emphasis, wielding dedication, or spectacare, associated with specare, indicating the action of appreciating, looking at, or observing. So that is in the light of being able to give someone your attention, to be observant of them, or to be an appreciation of someone other than yourself. But trust me, we can disrespect ourselves too. It's not just a one-way street, because whatever you can give to someone else, you have to have been able to give it to yourself. If you were disrespecting yourself or if you were respecting yourself. And this is where we're going to go with after we get to the other things that was in synchronicity with the channel message respect, the song, right? The channel message song. And that is a song that was created by the late great Aretha Franklin. But to make this make sense, why it is conjunction in conjunction with this message for today with the 327 is that this song was produced and released in 1965, a cumulative value of a 3, which is ultimately the cornerstone for this message, bringing it down on the breakdown. You see right here, we have all the way on the breakdown, it comes to a 3, but the 1965 equals 3. That's just the year itself, right? And then also we have, oh wait, let me see. 3, 7, and 377. Okay, so this is where the 8 also resonates with the channeled song, y'all, because Aretha Franklin was born March 25th, 1942. March is a 3, 25th is a 7, and 1942 is a 7 as well, which gives us 8, right? Because 10 plus 7 is 17, and 1 plus 7 is 8. So she's sitting at the top with the respect. Mother Queen, Mother Empress, Mother Goddess, late great Aretha Franklin, bringing in the message of respect. Somebody need to get it when they get home. Somebody need to have it everywhere they go. Don't leave it at home. Make sure you bring it home, as well as not leaving it at home. Why I'm saying not leaving it at home? Because some of you only respect your home, and once you cross outside your doors, nothing else matters. No one else matters, and that's when you become disrespectful, because you're only considerate of and observant of what it is in your doors and not outside of that, right? As well as all of these things with the messages resonating today with a balance of things and bringing them in abundance and all of what it is that's going on. We have the spirit animal of the butterfly. All right, so let's go back to what is it what was going on. Let's listen to a little bit more. All right. So that was a very short song. It was only recorded for 2 minutes and 25 seconds. All right. So let's get to the top of the message. Angel number 327 is a sign of luck, love, guidance, strength, and divine work from your guardian angels. It may appear when you are facing a major life transition or challenge, or when you are serving your soul's mission and purpose in life. That is where we have been residing, with all of the messages coming in on time, baby. Don't stop my shine. I'm not going to stop yours. This is what it is that the Most High is given to me in this occasion, to be in the spirit of joy. No one gave it to you, so they cannot take it away. It is best to keep it with you everywhere you go, right? Even though we know that there are going to be times when we are sad, it is okay to get past those times of being sad by knowing that that moment will not last forever. And that joy may be put on the back burner, but it's eventually, once you get past those things that's making you sad, it's like, you got to scratch on the turntables, make that thing turn around. Put some of that DJing in your life, disc jockeying, right? Or disco jockeying, but not to diss yourself because of someone else who's jocking. It what I just heard. How that makes sense. Let's get it. Coming with the rhyme on time. Ooh, yeah. Don't stop my shine. I won't stop yours. So that's what the 327 gives us: the luck, the love, the guidance, the strength, and the work on ourselves and divine. That's everything that we have been getting from all of the messages that has been prior to now. Go back. Backtrack. You can backtrack me. Because guess what? All of the tracks that I lay will be able to be followed. The trail of joy. We have been already too long on the trail of tears that has been spread across this whole entire continent, behind so much that has been shed. Not just tears, but also blood, right? Spewed over wealth, money, riches, and also the land. So we're going to go back to what it is that we're dealing with. Oh, come on. because the 327 is not only telling us about that love and all of the things that we're looking for, that guidance, that strength, and whatever, but we getting a definite reassurance on that with the 12, which is a cumulative value of the 327. 12, right? Angel number is a sign of the angels that relates to love, harmony, and abundance. Backing up what it was on the 327. On the breakdown, it encouraged us to listen to your heart, our hearts, to improve your home and family environment. Some of you may be renovating. It may have seemed like these renovations are taking the longest time ever, is what I just got. You're getting tired. So much has been going on. You had a bit of spat with the contractors, but that is now over. The finalization process is here for you with those renovations to your home. Somebody else is improving on being a better lover. They have not been able to open themselves up because of the fear of pain, hurt, or rejection. They're knowing now that when you go forward with your heart on your sleeve, it is okay to put a cover over it. How that makes sense? Because you can have a sleeve on, your heart is on your sleeve, but put a jacket over that heart. You got to protect that. That is the improvement to your heart space, which is a house. A heart is a house for love. Now, look at that. Five heartbeats trying to stick in. Because I've learned a heart is a house for love. Look at that. I don't know why all these old school songs coming in my mind. I'm sorry to the younger ones, but I guess, it's just that old soul that's inside here. Or they didn't put it inside me. Is a good way though. So let's go on with the 12. Reiterating love, harmony, and abundance, which is embedded in that 327, also in that 8. It encourages you to listen to your heart, improve your home and family environment, and be persistent and consistent in your goals. Don't give up. That was a message for a couple of days ago to keep going. Don't give up. It also warns you that your thoughts can strongly affect your future. So you should stay positive and open to the positive energies and vibration. We are understanding that because His Majesty already told us to be mindful of our thoughts because our thoughts can become our character, right? And we do not want those negative thoughts to become our character. So that's what the 12 is bringing us. Now let's go to the entire accumulation, which is the 3. And we've been getting that so much. This is the 327 bringing us back to the 3. We know that the 12th month is in the 3, but the accumulation of the day, the year also is resonating with the 3. And we have been getting that number as a total accumulation from a lot of these messages that I have been giving to us, right? The angel number 3 is a sign that your angels and the universe are trying to communicate with you and support you in your life mission. You may not feel like you have the right support around you from those who are in a human body, but the angels are supporting your life mission. The angels may also be in a human body, but it's not those who are closest around you because we know sometimes those who are closest around us are the ones that can do us the most harm. Why? Because we have allowed them to enter our home, which is our heart space, and be there with us, right? But don't worry because your angels are with you on this mission. They will appear when they need to. So be open to receiving the blessings, the guidance, the lessons, and everything else that is needed for you on this mission from those angels. Do not be afraid of the strangers, for you do not know if you are entertaining angels in your life at that time. But that's why respect is being hyphenated, right? Because you have to have a sense of observation in order to know if you are entertaining one of your angels. Why am I saying it like that with a stern look on my face? Because so many times people have been taught not to talk to strangers. We know that's for children, but why would we leave our children alone to where they can be approached by strangers anyway? And you never know when that stranger may be an angel that helps your child more than hurt them. So we want to keep our thoughts in a positive light when we are away from those who we respect and love and honor and cherish, that wherever they are, they will be guided and protected by the Most High, first of all, and that the Most High will send his angels to take charge over them, right? So let's get into that. Someone is about to receive a big thing when it comes to their um, need for financial assistance. There's an angel who's getting ready to invest inside of you, whether it be monetary, spiritually, or just as far as mentorship, right? Be open to receiving divine help, is what this is telling us. Trust your intuition and focus on your passions and purpose. The number three is a symbol of harmony, honesty, originality, and lightheartedness. Some of you have been feeling like you're out of harmony with what it is that's going on with inside of the environment that you're building. But remember, the number 12 is guiding you to do those improvements, right? And be honest with yourself about what it is that you love, you dislike, so that you can verbally convey those things to others, is what I'm getting. And your originality is what is special to those who respect you, and the lightheartedness, the way that you do not take things heavy to your heart, and how you have that forgiveness, right? Because forgiveness is the key to having a light heart. You do not have baggage from day to day. You wake up renewed, refreshed, and you're recovered from all of those things that possibly could have damaged you. And that's the thing that's hardest for them to overstand. Those are the ones who are not on the assignment of being your angel. Because regardless to whether they are a demon to you, those same demons could be an angel to someone else in their eyes. But they can also still be a demon to you, working on the departing side, the disrespectful side of what it is that you are trying to manifest and bring forward with the fruits of your labor and the things that you are passionate about. And I'm hearing passion fruit. Somebody is in a relationship and they trying to figure out how to use certain things for aphrodisiacs. Passion fruit is just what they told me to tell you. Oh my goodness. Now, those type of things I'm staying away from. I'm dedicate myself to me right now and my purpose. However, I will still, if I want to eat some passion fruit alone, I will, but I know that that would just be exciting things within because of the chemicals that are inside of that fruit that will ignite that passion. So, for those of you who out there looking for new and fun ways to get connected with the person who is your person and have a little fun with it, they just told me to tell you to go ahead and buy some passion fruit. And let me see if passion fruit is in season. Okay. Okay, so passion fruit is a midsummer to midwinter thing. See what I'm saying? Oh, this is so lovely, and I just feel so cool. I just feel like I'm wrapped up in the Most High's arm. Oh my God, this warmth. Oh, it's real. He's real. Passion fruit is from midsummer to midwinter. We are in midwinter because some of us could go to winter all the way up until February, some a little bit in the early parts of March, right? This may sound like a very wide margin, but there's a reason behind this. Passion fruit is a tropical fruit and such such it's grown. I don't know how they wrote that in tropical and temperate climates, and also can be exported at times. This means it's available in stores pretty much all year round. Passion fruit. We're looking at what it looks like. Passion fruit almost kind of remind me of those pomegranates, but the start of them, they're green and they have the flower blossom. Oh, it is so pretty. Wow. All right. They say keep going in a little bit more about that passion fruit. Let's get into the health benefits. There's health benefits for women as well. It's what is talking about? Provides key nutrients, rich in antioxidants, good source of fiber, low glycemic index, improve insulin sensitivity, boosts the immune system, supports heart healthy, and reduces anxiety. And I guess that could be considered why is a thing. Okay, it's aphrodisiac. All right, passion fruit can be a good snack that helps to maintain insulin levels or even lower insulin sensitivity levels. For those of you who are out there dealing with what is it with the insulin? Come on. I have a brain fog. Diabetics. For those of you who are dealing with diabetics, right? Passion fruit is a good source of those things that can help control those levels within you. Um, Insulin levels or lower insulin sensitivity levels due to special compounds found in the fruit called picenthanol. Lastly, passion fruit is considered an aphrodisiac, and it's not just because of the name of the fruit. See what I'm saying? Thank you, Mosai, for giving me all that I got to give. I'm gonna give y'all the good stuff. Because we're going to weed out what don't need to be in our garden. Even though it's there as a seed, we're going to place it where it needs to be so that it can be contained and we can behold it in the way that it should be beheld. Because we know that all of those things that are considered to be weeds are actually herbs that are beneficial for us. And passion fruit is definitely not an a weed. It is a fruit that grows on a tree and can be used for many different things. So look inside of that when you're thinking about that passion fruit, right? God, past that. Let me see if I can look at some more images. Oh wow, it does ripen as the color of the pomegranate as well, and it's possibly in the same um fruit combination or fruit group or fruit species as the pomegranate because it's the seeds almost look the same on the inside. That's the main part that you eat, okay? And that's the main part that you would eat of a pomegranate. Both of them start with the P, passion, pomegranate, and then the color of the fruit's skin is the same, but the seeds are a little bit different because the seeds of the passion fruit are are dark in color, but they're encased in this yellow gelatin-like shell. All right, so let's get back on where we were at with the number 3. Passion and purpose. Somebody' purpose might be to be passionate about being a natural healer with herbs and fruit and food in general. The number 3 is a symbol of harmony, honesty, originality, and lightheartedness. This is where we're gonna go at with that to let those burdens go and be in that honor of the number 3 because we got that twice with the 327 and then with the totality of all those numbers for the day, those 8 digits, bringing us to the top of the 3. Coming from on high, from that 8 on down, which is a spirit message with the respect coming from Mother Goddess Aretha Franklin, whose song was produced in 1965, and she was born in 1940 two on March the 5th, which is the 8th. So we in balance today. We are in balance, y'all. Come on now. Get on board for all of you who are struggling with being in balance. Maybe these are some things that you need to do to help you get in tune with yourself and the divine. Because remember, the 3 is letting us know to be open to receiving divine help. We have helpers all over the world, just as well as there are people here to help to make things be stirred up and give those cause a little chaos or whatever. There's nothing that can override love. Love wins all. Okay, so let's move on to the angel number 3. We don't know. We're going to the butterfly message. I keep going into that 3. That 3 is so rewarding, right? When you think about a holy trinity, mother, father, and child, there's a whole lot of people that are going to be finding out that they're expecting this month before the end of the year. You're going to be getting those notifications. And if you do not get those notifications, it's because the communication between the two who have created this life is an imbalance, unbalanced. So you need to get in balance. In, not I am, because I am is the imbalance, right? A butterfly is a spirit animal, is a symbol of transformation. Remember, we was talking about the transitions when we were dealing with the 327. All right, renewal and rebirth. New beginnings with the 3 because you're only going to see a whole nother living what it is that's going to be. Oh, trust in the Most High. You don't have to trust me. All right. What else is given us? It represents your psyche, your emotions, your spirit. What was I talking about? About that spirit being the one that has the body, and the body does not have the spirit, that soul. It signifies your journey towards enlightenment. What? Are these messages not divinely guided? I'm telling y'all, if I can't make this stuff up. I know I feel like there's a recording somewhere of my life that the Most High already then played out the whole thing. It's like I'm gonna give you this when it's time for this, and I'm gonna give you this when it's time for that. But all of it's gonna stick together, right? We sticking together. We not giving up on us. We sticking together, but it's gonna stick together so that the messages could be very clear to show what it is that I'm doing in your life and why. Because you honor me, and it feels so good because the stuff that he's telling me is like I don't be thinking like he's saying a butterfly, spirit animal, how that's gonna go. And I'm questioning everything. Like how that's gonna go with that. How respect gonna go with the butterfly? How the butterfly and the 327 and respect gonna go all together? I'm questioning all this here. But the breakdown is showing me this is already written how it's gonna go. But you have to ask. He said you have not because you ask not. And I have asked how this is going to go together. I'm not saying why, but he's showing me why. And it is like the best. It's like a present every day. Because I can skip a day without giving you all a message. And the message that I give you today resonates with the last message that I gave you. Or I can skip 2 to 3 days and the message from those that was in between those 2 to 3 days, they still coincide with all of the other messages that was not revealed. Because sometimes I do go back and see what the calculations for that day would be and how it resonates with the other messages, even though they weren't delivered to you all. The ones that are most significant is the ones that I'm being allowed to give you. So it signifies your journey towards enlightenment and your ability to change the world around you. The butterfly, transformation, renewal, rebirth. Somebody has been feeling very low about what it is that they're going through in this transformative stage. You're in the cocoon and you feel like you are ready to bust out, but it's just not time yet. Your wings are not fully developed. And eventually they will get to that place for your rebirth and you will be renewed in spirit because that's what it is, representing your psyche, your emotions, and your spirit. You have tamed those emotions even as an empath and picking up on the hurt and the pain, the love, the honor, or what have you from other people around you, to not let it be reflective in your energy because you've been able to stabilize those energies, right? Then we're looking at the butterfly as a spirit animal, encouraging you to meditate and to be the change that you want to see in this world. All of these messages come together. Why wouldn't they? I just looked at myself and I was like, I look like a polar bear. A polar bear. What is it? I'm gonna write that down because these little this is a heart as a house for love came up. The polar bear just came up too. So I know this got something significant to do with these things. Let me get passion fruit off of here. Excuse me. Let me go to the heart as a house. That is the song. The heart is a house of love, of love. Who is it? Oh, that's the Dells. I don't know why I said the heartbeat. A heart is a house of love. They saying that's the Dells. It's the Dells. Let me see. Let's get a little bit of that. Somebody, this is specifically for you.
Don't make it right, but too long was the night. You guess it's all I can do, and hope that maybe you'll come around again.
It looks like the 5 movie is playing in this video. And I see the actors because I see Robin Townsend in now. Okay, so let's stop on that. I'm gonna have to do some old back research on that. But that's what it is. That song that came up. Now let me see something else. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Mm. So that makes sense. So it can be transforming into that which we're looking into, which would be a polar bear. So you could be butterflying into the polar bear, right? Because the polar bear is strong mental health. Somebody may have been having mental anxiety. They're fumbling themselves inside of their mind over and over again about some ideas, concepts, or actions that they have taken or not taken. But today is the day of your empowerment because the 327 is a sign of luck, love, guidance, strength, and divine work from your guardian angels. But the polar bear is strong mental health, empowerment, strong will, and tranquility. And then you have to have that in balance. That's a tranquil state. And we're dealing with what it was that the three was bringing us to saying about that meditation, right? Because in meditation, you have to be in a tranquil state. But we're going to go back to what the first spirit animal was given to us in the form of the butterfly, because you are transforming. And possibly you'll be transforming into that polar bear. That's why that came up. Not just because of how I feel I look. And a little side note for all of you who did not know, the true color of a polar bear is black. The fur just shows up white. All right. All right. Let's go on. A butterfly, as a spirit animal, encourages you to meditate and to be the change that you want to see in this world. The butterfly symbolizes consistent renewal and metamorphosis. It flies through the sunny fields and skies and seeks joy and happiness. What we were talking about, joy and a happiness inside of you. Even though you may be going through some days that seem a little bit sad, know that your joy comes from a place where no one has given it to you specifically, that is embedded inside of you. It is a great symbol of inner and outer beauty and divine power, right? Even if a butterfly looks fragile at its first glance, it still might be the strongest and most resilient spirit animal because of its ability to go through heavy transformation phases. And that's where the strength of that polar bear comes in. That you're gonna be like that polar bear once you emerge from out of that cocoon, my dear, to embrace the change. A huge amount of inner energy is needed. And for the process to be successful, you need to be very patient with yourself. That is what a butterfly as a spirit animal is all about. The 327 is coming up again. When did we have the 327? Arkansas area code is coming up again. So it's a whole lot of heavy energy that's resonating with the area code Arkansas with this 327 as well. The area code 327 is a new area code for most of Arkansas. It will go into effect on January 19, 2024, and will cover the areas currently served by the 870. So this is something that's in forward motion, and I didn't even know that. I thought that it had already transitioned to that on the other day. Let's see when. Well, we had to have a 327 on the 2nd of December, and it is repeating itself. So it's a lot of energy that is resonating in Arkansas. Arkansas, what are you guys doing out there? If you are having some type of problems and you in my subscription list in Arkansas, please tell me what it is that you are going through so that we can send up the right energy for that recovery, whatever you need. We got El Dorado, Jonesboro, Magnolia, Monticello, Mountain Home, and also Pine Bluff with this 327 area code. What is the Most High trying to tell me about this? I am going to go into meditation and a little bit after I get out of this live to find out more about what it is that the Most High is giving me with the 327 being something reflective of the new area code coming in Arkansas with the 327. What is an Elm 327? I got a pop up that just got blocked. It didn't want to get me and want to let me go down. Okay, well, which is okay because we are seeing that with these things that are resonating with certain areas in it as well. This whole message could be for someone who comes out of those areas. They are getting introduced to the 327 as their area code, which was formerly the 807, right? So be mindful of what it is that's going on around you. If you are someone you know has lived in Arkansas or is thinking about moving there, these messages could be specifically for you. Okay. So, what is the takeaway for today? That we need to put some respect on something and possibly ourselves, our families, our traditions, and our peace of mind, and bring that to the world because that is what we are ultimately being guided to do, right? With your originality, your creativity, your joy, your optimism, your ability to communicate. And the spiritual guidance that's been bestowed upon you, your introduction to expansion is on the way. Be open to receive your divine help. Trust your own intuition. Use some of that passion fruit for you all who are having problems with your diabetics. Use some of that passion fruit, some of you all who are having problems with the passion within your relationship to enhance those things in an aphrodisiac way. All right. Bring that love over here, babe. It ain't going to go to waste. And I just heard no waste. Nothing goes to waste. There's a use for everything. And it was just given to me. That's how us indigenous people were living. The sacrifice was made, right? You use those after you ate those turkeys, you use those feathers for everything. Nothing goes to waste. It's what it is in my face, what they saying. These are turkey quills, right? And giving back to the spirit of the turkey for its sacrifice that it made when you laid it to rest. And it did its best. inside of you. So you honored it. See, these are where the traditions come from. These is how cultures are passed on traditionally, right? And then every chance that you get, a trend becomes part of that culture because of the people who allow it to be. Nothing lives without us. It won't go anywhere without us. It has to be passed along. That's what generational wealth is. You can be culturally rich. This is your heritage. Or you can be culturally poor because you're using someone else's or living in that. That's where we have cultural appropriation come from, right? Where we're gonna honor our heritage. And then we get back to what it is with the 12 harmony, love, and abundance. All of this is embedded in the message today with the cumulative value of the three from the 327. Somebody in the 327 needs this. Maybe you forgot your way by trying to be accepted in social groups or in the presence of those who don't appreciate or respect you like they should have. And that ultimately caused you to be disrespectful to someone who gave you the ultimate respect because they respected themselves. Now it's time to make amends with that in the transformative light of the butterfly because, baby, you about to be renewed and have a rebirth. You're connecting with your psyche and you are not allowing people to use your psyche against you or play with your emotions and the value of gaining information or being able to deliver or convey a message because that's what it's all about. Your purpose has a message with it every day. Mm, mm, mm. Oh my goodness. Come on, Most High, work through me some more. Work on me. Work around me. Don't stop. You tick more than the clock. Most High in my life. Woo. Yes. Now, what you want me to do? What you want me to do? I just think. Let me see something. We got the 8 on deck for the amount of digits that it is that is in accumulative value on top. Sister, Mother, Queen, Goddess, Empress, Aretha Franklin with that respect, bringing it in to us with the 3 from the year that it was compilated. I mean, composed and released. 1965 is a 3. So we got a whole lot of 3s that's within this number, within this message. Communication. That's one of the top things. Angels trying to communicate your mission. You gotta write somebody. I just heard somebody need to write a mission statement. You starting a business and you want to be very professional about doing it. You need to have a mission statement, and that's gonna set the tone for the environment that you are building, so that you can expand. Because that's what the 3 is dealing with: expansion, joy. And those new beginnings that's coming. Harmony, honesty, originality. Be very original with your mission statement. And in saying that, because you may want to look at the presentation of others' mission statements if there are online business accounts. Lightheartedness. Somebody just told me don't take things too heavy to heart because someone is trying to abuse and use your heart chakra. And too much weight of that upon your psyche will play tricks with your heart that are physical. So you don't want to take anything to heart. Let it all go. so that you can be able to transform. Thank you for the message on that today. We got the butterfly. We got respect is very much needed in order to be able to get it. You have to give it. And if you cannot give it, it's because you have not gotten it, right? And then we also know that we're dealing with the 8 as the head of the house today. Somebody may have a life pad number 8. Powerful and significant number in numerology. It is often associated with the themes of power, authority, and self-confidence. It's everything with being inside of you. And this is another search that was on now. That's the head of the house. Powerful. You have to be powerful in order to be the head of the house. And that's what we add today. Standing within our authority, being able to be very respectful to those who are part of our household. Welcome home, where love is. Somebody need to welcome their love home. Maybe there's a person who you are dealing with that has been gone away for a while. Now they're returning. I just heard specifically someone who is working offshore and overseas. These are the people who you need to respect when you get home. That is what Mother Queen is saying. He's been out there working hard, honey, to provide that stability that you have. There's no reason why you should not have a hot meal cooked. There's no reason why he should not have clothes that are clean. These are the duties that you sign on for when you elected to come back in the body of a woman. And even if you're not in the body of a woman, if you are the less dominant of the role and you being taken care of by whoever is the head of the household. Because see, what we're not gonna do is have y'all out there pretending and acting like I am against love. The way that you convey your message of love when you're thinking about a divine union is what I'm gonna be specifically correcting when it comes to divine feminine and masculine. There's no way to change the grand design of that, right? And I don't have to get into it to hurt anyone's feelings. But your love can be divine, but you're not a divine masculine if you're not a masculine. You're not a divine feminine if you're not a divine, if you're not a feminine. You could be divine, but you ain't that. Y'all lying and stop doing it. Now, what you can be is a dominant or a less dominant. Let's be accurate. Because guess what? We know that the 8 means that there's a come around, go around, was we thinking about? Well, the pretend, imaginary thing is in there because you're thinking about your past life. In my past life, I was a woman. Now I want to be a woman in this life, and I elected to come inside of a body of a woman, a man, but I want to be the opposite, right? For those of us who consider to be incarnate. Now, if you a reincarnated being, then I can say that you still feel the last life that you had as a man or a woman, but the reason why you are not in that divine order is because that's what your punishment was. Maybe you were not respectful to women like you should have been as a divine masculine when you were in your divinity. And you got you got subjugated to living as a woman so that you can know her pain. Or maybe when you were a divine feminine in your past life and you got reincarnated, you had no choice but to come back as a man so you can learn how to appreciate one. Don't get it twisted. That's what's wrong with y'all now. Your tongue done twist too much and you don't know the difference between what comes first and what comes last. But we also know that the last shall be first and the first shall be last. Why? Because a parent gives birth to a child, they first. and that child comes after their parent. But guess what? Biblically or spiritually, the child will become the parent of the parent when the parent becomes their babe again. Once a man, twice a babe. Don't forget it. Let's not get it twisted. What crawls on four, walk on two, and then on three. Let's not get it twisted for the gain of fantasy, of fantasizing, romanticizing about a natural order of life. Right? How can we do it? By being accurate and living in our word sound. Because a lot of us talk good game, but it ain't nothing but shit. But that shit ain't the good shit. We want shit that makes shit grow. Put that inside of your show. Now let's go head on. Moving on. Cause I found that a heart is a house of love. But we got that coming in. Isn't it 327? Arkansas. What y'all doing, Arkansas? From all those places. Are y'all good? Give me something to let me know what's going on with y'all, Arkansas. Because y'all coming up too much from the divine with the 327 and how often it's going to come up. You see it twice a year in December. Wow. Something going on. You're getting that in our 8 infinite beings. It may be a sign that your angels are trying to communicate with you and guide you towards your goals and aspiration. That's where everything that's been going on. And that's at the head of the house right there. The head of the household is where we got to all of the roles that people are assuming and they're taking on as divine masculines, as divine feminines, as dominant or lesser dominant beings. In the way that they're being supported, the way that your lifestyles are being supported. Respect is very much needed. It's some children that's being disrespectful to their parents, and their parents out there taking care of everything for them, is what I just heard. You don't have a damn job. How you gonna tell your mama when and where she gonna do something for you, or your dad, or your mother and your father? Some of y'all children out here are abusing your parents. They too meek and mild. It's time for them to get into that butterfly stage and transform into that polar bear and take back their household. And I heard that it's time for some people to be evicted out of this household. Not my household, but I'm talking about on these, for those who know. Because we got some juveniles that's being very delinquent in their behavior, but they are sitting in authoritative places. Ooh, the head shake. I'm not about to let that mess with my psyche. Let me sip something. Because the fire was igniting inside of me. I felt like my blood pressure just shot up. He telling me I need to take a break. It's gonna be a little. It's gonna be hard. I know it's gonna be hard, but I'm not gonna start doing the messages. I may not put them out there on live, but I will be doing them just so I can accumulate the values of the days without presenting them in live, because I'm picking up on all these energies and I don't want as an impact for these things to start messing with my health. Somebody needs to take back their household. The respect that your children have for you is undignified. You've been given into every single demand that they have been asking. It's hard on you. Your health is probably deteriorating because of it. Your mental health, your physical health. And now you don't know who to trust in. Yeah, I need to watch that. You don't know who to trust in with some of the things that's been going on with the disrespect within your household. And I was told because you didn't nip it in the bud. Some of y'all tried to do everything that you thought your children wanted because you did not want them to be without. But sometimes that makes them a worse person than what it is. It makes them feel entitled. Now they feel like they're entitled to everything that you work for without actually earning it. They're being very abusive towards you. It's time to regain yourself. It's time to go into meditation so that you can transform your household. That's where the improvement comes from. And I mean that is in every aspect of all of our lives. Take these messages how you need them and let them resonate with you how they need to resonate with you. And what we're going to do real quick, real quick, because everything could be a tool. The ones that we make ourselves are the ones that we provide for service within the collective. This is something that has been provided in service for the collective. These are prayers, prayer cards. And play in your secret space and you will be rewarded openly. It's what I heard. It's what I know. Because you do not want your prayers to be interceded. And that's why sometimes back in the day you used to hear them say, Somebody say a good humming. Will stop those prayers from being intercepted. What is it? You will keep a perfect peace those whose mind are steadfast because they trust in you. You will keep in perfect peace those whose mind are steadfast because they trusted in you. What did I say? Trust in the Most High. You ain't got to trust in me. This is what this is about. Peace, harmony, balance, tranquility, love, spiritual growth. Isaiah 26:3. For those of who you use your tools, no matter what deceptions is embedded inside of it, you got to take the meat and eat it. Cut away from the bones so you don't have to spit it out. That's why we got knives and forks, baby. Advancement over here. Right? We know how to take a T-bone. This is representative of a knife. These are my broken scissors. I be using them so much. We know how to take that steak and cut it from the bone so that we can eat just the meat. Dissect it how you need to. Ingest it what it is, because you don't have to eat the meat and the bones to spit out the bone. That's what you do when you are not advanced as an eater. That's what you do when you're a baby. But if you're a baby and your parents are allowing you to ingest the bone so they think that you can spit out the bone after you eat the meat from it, they are lost. So it's like the blind leading the blind. Because over here, where I come from, I don't care what you, who, do, they, who, you, to, who want to say. We cut away the meat from the bone and give it to our young, because we know they do not possess the wisdom to know how to do so. It was called train up a child in a way that you will have them to grow. And when he is old, if he depart, he'll return from it. He'll return to it. So let me get some of these oracle cards out of here, because we seen what the prayer was. You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you. This is a whole lot that's going on right here. All I need is one message to end this all from out this deck. This is too much for me to carry. You say only take what you need to carry. And you're asking me for one, only cut. Your beautiful soul and smile. That's why this one. This is you. This is us. This is I. This is me. This is we. You have a beautiful soul to accommodate that beautiful smile. Keep on forward, collective. Do not give up on what it is that the Most High is doing and working in your life with those manifestations. Look inside of the number 327 for what it is that is bringing us this day. All right. And then also remember that on the head of the household, we got that 8, which is that balance and that harmony. But we getting lucky. Somebody might be getting lucky. Somebody been waiting to get lucky, is what I heard, but not the luck that you would think as far as fortune and fame, but you might be getting lucky. It's been a while for you. Maybe it's been a while for you. You got to get lucky. All right. That's possibly why that passion fruit came up. Somebody need to make a secure board, a cutlery board, put some passion fruit up on there, get a little bit intimate, because you got love on the way. You've been listening to the right guidance. You've been strong. We seen that with the transformation you going through in that cocoon, about to pop up like a polar bear on that with that strength. The divine work from your guardian angels, they've been working overtime. Somebody working overtime too, because you know there's no rest for the wicked. They ought to be tired. How they not? But I know my angels are bigger than my demons, right? And I know that God created them all. I'm looking at what's that on top of that. 327 is transition, but that's what we got with the butterfly being the first spirit animal for today. Is the transformation. You got to transition to transformation, because you got to go from being a caterpillar on the ground or crawling in a tree, then wrapping yourself up inside of that, so warm and securely, just waiting for the right time to burst out and expand your wings. But this time, when you open up out that cocoon, they thought you was just a regular butterfly. You coming out like a whole polar bear butterfly, because the heart is a house of love, and that's where you're gonna be at home, inside of their heart, someone's heart, or getting back to your own love of self. So I'm gonna give y'all all of that respectfully. Remember that this is a respectful community, and we want to give that to all, the young and the old. Thank you. Warm wishes and kisses. Somebody about to be getting some kisses, some real kisses. Go ahead for it, collective.